Welcome back to World Coins History. You've heard the saying, old is gold, but these rare state $quarter coins that are worth more than you might imagine. Before you watch entire video and comment if you find one of these, who knows? Your next treasure could be hiding a fortune. Let's dive in. Top 1. Today, we're diving deep into a very special quarter, one that might look small, but has a big story hiding behind it. So stay with me, because I'm about to share something that could seriously surprise you. We're talking about the 2002 United States Louisiana Quarter. But this isn't just another state quarter, this one has a little magic to it, a spark that's caught the eyes of serious collectors all around the world. Now listen closely, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this coin could be worth way more than you ever thought. And you might even want to check your own stash, your drawers, your old wallets, or your coin jars, because the next rare quarter might be hiding right under your nose. Let's go back to 2002, a time when the state quarters program was in full swing. Each coin honored a different state, and Louisiana was the 18th to be released. The Louisiana Quarter captures a powerful image of the past, one that connects American history, culture, and pride all in one coin. On one side, of course, you'll see the legendary George Washington, steady and timeless, but flip it over, and something truly beautiful appears. This coin features the Louisiana Purchase, the biggest land deal in U.S. history. You'll also see a trumpet, honoring the birthplace of jazz, and that glorious pelican, the state bird of Louisiana. Every inch of this coin speaks of culture, power, and identity, but that's just the beginning. See, collectors aren't just drawn to the story, they're drawn to the rarity, and this quarter has it. Now, most 2002 Louisiana quarters were made for everyday use, passing from hand to hand, getting scratched, faded, and damaged over time. But here's where things get interesting. Only a small number of these quarters were kept safe, untouched, uncirculated. If you're lucky enough to find one of those, shiny, crisp, and perfect, it's already something special. But that's not all, there's something even better. Some Louisiana quarters come with minting errors. And that's where the real excitement begins. Imagine finding a quarter that was struck off center, or maybe it has doubling on the letters, or a missing clad layer that reveals the copper underneath. These aren't just flaws, they're rare mistakes that make your coin stand out like a diamond among stones. Collectors love these kinds of errors. In fact, the rarer and weirder the error, the higher the value. These mistake coins don't just sell, they explode in demand at auctions and private sales, and believe me, some people have sold their Louisiana quarters for shocking amounts. One collector in New York sold an error version of this coin at a local show and walked away smiling with a small fortune. Another collector in Los Angeles found one in an old coin album and got it professionally graded. It became the highlight of his entire collection. If you've got one of these coins with a bold, visible mint error, or even just in mint, uncirculated condition, hold on tight. Because the world of collectors is hunting for coins just like yours. Now, if you're wondering what to look for, here are some tips, straight from experienced collectors. First, always check for clean, shiny surfaces, no scratches, no fading. Next, look closely at the edges and letters. Any doubling or off-center text might signal an error coin. Flip the coin and study both sides under a good light. That's how most hidden treasures are discovered. You might even want to get yourself a simple magnifying glass. Trust me, many valuable coins have been hiding in plain sight, just waiting for someone to take a closer look. Also, keep an eye on online coin auctions, coin shows, and rare coin Facebook groups. Sometimes you'll see coins just like yours selling for unbelievable prices, and that's when you'll know it's time to hold or sell. There are collectors out there building full sets of the state quarters, but they don't just want any old coin, they want the rare ones, the high-grade ones, the error coins. And they're willing to pay for them. This Louisiana quarter is becoming harder to find in perfect condition, and even more rare with errors. That's why demand is growing every single year. Collectors aren't just buying them, they're holding onto them, passing them down, building legacies. And if you've got one, you're holding a part of that powerful history. So before you toss your change aside, take a moment to really look. Because you never know, that little quarter could be the one everyone's searching for. Now for the part you've been waiting for, the value. if you're lucky enough to find a 2002 Louisiana Quarter in perfect uncirculated condition, or better yet, one with a rare mint error, it could be worth up to $20,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, $20,000 for one beautiful little coin. So check your pockets, your old collections, your relatives' drawers, because that small silver coin might just be sitting there, quietly waiting to change your life. Top 2, you won't believe what I've got for you, because we're diving into one of the most graceful and rare state quarters ever made, the 2002 United States Mississippi Quarter. But this isn't just any coin, there's something incredibly special about it, and if you stick with me till the end, you'll understand why coin collectors are chasing this beauty across the country. So don't miss a second of this video, because the story of this quarter is filled with rare errors, unique designs, and a rising value that could leave you stunned. The Mississippi Quarter was released as part of the legendary 50 State Quarters program, and it proudly honors the Magnolia State with one of the most elegant designs in the entire collection. Flip this coin over and you're greeted by two blooming magnolia flowers, the state flower of Mississippi, set against a graceful background that feels peaceful, strong, and full of identity. Every detail of the flower petals is carefully crafted, and that's what makes this coin stand out. The design feels alive, like it's blooming right out of the metal itself, but what really turns this quarter into a treasure is not just the beauty, it's the rarity. Millions were minted back in 2002, but time has not been kind to most of them. Many ended up scratched, bent, or heavily circulated, passed from pocket to pocket until the fine details faded away, but a few lucky pieces were saved, untouched, preserved, and protected. If you've got one of these uncirculated Mississippi quarters, you're already holding something most collectors are dreaming about, and here's where it gets even more exciting. Some of these quarters come with rare minting errors. Yes, real mistakes that slipped past the mint and found their way into the world. Imagine a quarter that's been double struck, or one that's missing its outer clad layer. Maybe the design is slightly off-center, or the edge is misaligned. These aren't flaws, they're golden tickets for collectors. Just last year, a collector in Florida sold a Mississippi quarter with a clear double die error for an incredible amount, and it made headlines in local coin circles. Another one with a missing clad layer was spotted at a coin show in Chicago, and collectors were fighting to make the highest offer. That's the magic of a rare error. Each one tells a story, and no two are exactly alike. If you're holding one of these error coins, you're not just holding a quarter, you're holding a piece of U.S. history that only a handful of people in the world may ever own. Now let's talk directly to you, the collectors, the hobbyists, the treasure hunters out there who live for moments like this. If you're searching through change, don't overlook the Mississippi Quarter. Hold it up to the light, study the magnolia flowers, check the edges, look closely at the lettering. Does anything seem off? That could be your sign. Use a magnifying glass if you need to. These details can be so small, but they can make a huge difference. Also, try to find coins with full luster and no visible wear. Those are the ones collectors pay extra for, especially if they're still shining like they just left the mint. If you're serious about collecting, get familiar with grading terms like MS65 and higher. A perfectly preserved coin in one of these top grades can command serious attention at auctions and from private buyers. You can even send your coin in for professional grading if you suspect it's something rare. It's worth the effort when the potential return is so high. Check online auctions, visit coin shows, talk to dealers. There's a whole world out there that's hunting for coins just like yours. Now imagine this. Someone finds a Mississippi quarter tucked in an old envelope at their grandparents' house, gets it graded, and suddenly they're getting offers from collectors across the country. It's not just a dream, it's been happening more and more. This coin is rising in popularity because of its timeless design, increasing scarcity in high grades, and the thrill of finding minting errors that are hiding in plain sight. So whether you're new to collecting or you've been doing it for years, the 2002 Mississippi Quarter should be on your radar, because the window to find them in great shape is closing fast. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you are lucky enough to have a Mississippi Quarter in flawless, uncirculated condition, or one that features a rare minting error, it could be worth up to $15,000 in today's collector market. Yes, that's $15,000 for a single quarter that you might have thought was just spare change. so start searching your drawers, your jars, your old coin albums, because the treasure might already be in your hands, waiting to change your life. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you love this video and you're excited about coins like we are, don't forget to hit that like button and leave us a comment. We love reading about your coin finds, your stories, and your own hidden treasures. Top 3, we're going to explore a quarter that's often overlooked but secretly loaded with rare value and collector magic. Yes, I'm talking about the 2006 United States North Dakota Quarter, and trust me, if you've got one of these in your stash, you need to watch this video till the very end, because I'm about to show you why this coin is more than just pocket change. It could be a rare piece worth far more than anyone ever imagined. The design of this coin alone makes it unforgettable. It celebrates the stunning open plains of North Dakota with two mighty American bison standing proudly in front of rugged canyons and wide landscapes. It's not just beautiful, it's bold, powerful, and deeply American, but behind this peaceful scene lies a mystery, a series of rare errors and limited editions that have collectors all over the country scrambling to get their hands on one of these beauties, and I'm going to break it all down for you. So don't miss a word. Now, here's where things start getting really exciting. Even though this quarter was released in 2006 and entered circulation just like every other coin, not all of them were created equal. Some of these North Dakota quarters were struck with rare minting errors, and those are the ones changing the game for collectors. Imagine finding a coin that's missing its outer clad layer, showing off that raw copper beneath the surface, or a quarter with an off-center strike, making it look like the bison is marching off the edge of the coin. Some coins even show doubling in the letters, known as double die errors, and those little mistakes can mean big money if you're lucky enough to find one. These aren't myths, they're real. There have been multiple sales where these error quarters were spotted in everyday change, sent in for grading, and ended up being auctioned off for a huge payday. One example came from a coin show in Denver where a collector found a North Dakota quarter with a visible off-center strike and walked away with an offer that shocked the entire room. Another collector in California held on to an uncirculated version of this coin since 2006, and when it was finally graded, the price it sold for turned heads across the coin world. And here's the big truth: you might already have one of these valuable coins without even knowing it. Now if you're a coin collector, or even just starting out, this is the perfect time to learn how to spot these rare North Dakota quarters. Start by checking the shine of the coin. Uncirculated coins will have full luster and no scratches or damage from circulation. Then look closely at the details on both sides of the coin, especially around the lettering and the buffalo figures. Use a magnifying glass and study the edges, the date, and the mint mark location. Any unusual marks, doubling, missing details, or color differences might mean you've got a rare error coin in your hand. And here's a tip: if you suspect you found one of these rare types, consider sending it in for professional grading by a service like PCGS or NGC. Collectors always look for coins that have been graded and certified, especially when there's an error involved. Also, don't forget to stay active in coin communities, local Facebook groups, online coin forums, or even state coin shows. That's where you'll find people who know the real value of these quarters, and that's how coins like yours end up in the spotlight. The demand for this coin has quietly been rising every year, and as more people realize how few error versions exist, the prices have been climbing higher and higher. And now for the part you've been waiting for, the moment that could change how you look at this coin forever. If you're lucky enough to find a 2006 North Dakota quarter in perfect, uncirculated condition, or one that features a rare mint error like an off-center strike or missing clad layer, it could be worth up to $12,000 on today's market. Yes, you heard that right, $12,000 for a single coin that could be sitting quietly in your drawer, waiting to be discovered. So don't wait. Go check your coin jars, ask your family if they've got old quarters stashed away, and look through your change carefully, because that small silver coin with two proud bison could be the one that changes everything. Top 4, we're talking about the 2001 United States Kentucky Quarter, and let me tell you, this coin is not just history in your hand, it's a treasure that might be hiding real value you never imagined. So listen closely and don't blink, because I'm about to reveal everything that makes this coin so rare, so unique, and so valuable that collectors are searching high and low to find the best examples of it. And yes, if you stay with me till the end, I'll even tell you how much it's been selling for in real auctions and collector shows, and you might just go digging through your coins right after this. This beautiful Kentucky quarter was the 15th released in the legendary 50-state quarters program, and it came out in 2001 when the series was gaining massive attention all over the country. Now flip that coin and what do you see? You'll find Federal Hill, the famous mansion in Bardstown, Kentucky, tied to the roots of the beloved song My Old Kentucky Home, and just in front of that historic home, there it is, a majestic thoroughbred horse behind a traditional wooden fence, looking proud and powerful like it's ready to race into the future. That's the spirit of Kentucky, and this coin captures it like no other. But here's where things get really thrilling for collectors. Even though this quarter was minted for circulation just like all the others, not all of them came out perfect. Some of them slipped through with fascinating minting errors, and those rare ones are the true gems hiding in plain sight. There have been verified examples of off-center strikes where the design is shifted slightly and the rim is incomplete. Those get snapped up fast when collectors see them. Then there are double die errors where parts of the design, especially the letters or the horse's features, appear to be slightly doubled under magnification. And don't forget about missing clad layer errors. These show off the raw copper underneath and instantly stand out from normal coins. People are paying attention to these flaws not as mistakes, but as highly collectible pieces that tell a story of rarity and chance. And you might be wondering, could I have one of those rare Kentucky quarters without even knowing it? That's exactly why you need to check your collection. Collectors who know what to look for are finding these coins in pocket change, old jars, even rolls from the bank, and turning those finds into real money. If you want to be one of them, here's what you should do. First, hold your coin under a good light. Examine the design closely, especially the horse and the words, My Old Kentucky Home. Check for doubling on the letters or anything that looks off-centered. Look at the color of the edge. If it's showing pure copper instead of a silver sandwich layer, you may be holding something super rare. Keep your coins in soft holders or flips to prevent scratches. Condition matters so much when it comes to value. And if your coin looks perfect, consider getting it graded professionally. It could boost your chances of getting top dollar in the collector market. Join online collector groups, browse auction sites, go to local coin shows. These are the places where real collectors are trading and buying coins like your Kentucky quarter. You'd be surprised how many people are now hunting specifically for these older state quarters, and Kentucky is climbing in popularity every single year. The design is meaningful. The minting year is early in the series, and when it comes with an error or in top condition, it becomes pure gold for collectors. Now let's talk about value, because I know that's what you're waiting for, and trust me, the market has already proven just how valuable these coins can be. At a recent coin expo in Pennsylvania, a collector walked in with a double-die Kentucky quarter graded MS-66 and ended up selling it on the spot. Another dealer in Texas mentioned selling an off-center version in a private sale that shocked even seasoned collectors. So here it is, the moment that makes all the searching worth it. If you're lucky enough to find a 2001 Kentucky quarter in flawless uncirculated condition, or one with a rare mint error, it could be worth up to $10,000 in today's collector market. Yes, you heard that right, $10,000 for a single little coin that might be sitting quietly in your kitchen drawer or tucked into a box of old change. So don't overlook that Kentucky quarter. It's not just a coin, it's a key to history and maybe even a hidden treasure. Top 5, and last coin. We're diving into one of the most visually powerful and historically rich coins ever released by the United States Mint, and yes, this one has caught the eyes of collectors all over the country. I'm talking about the 2011 Gettysburg Quarter, and trust me, once you discover the secrets hidden in this piece, you'll never look at your pocket change the same again. So take a deep breath and listen closely, because every second of this video is packed with information that can help you spot a rare and valuable coin right from your own collection. Whether you're a longtime collector or someone just getting started, you're going to want to know what makes this coin so unique, how some error versions have shocked auction houses, and why people are paying attention to this quarter like never before. Now picture this, the front side has the iconic George Washington we all know, but flip it over and you're immediately transported back to one of the most important chapters in American history. The design shows the 72nd Pennsylvania Infantry Monument, a reminder of bravery and sacrifice during the Battle of Gettysburg. This coin isn't just a coin, it's a piece of history you can hold in your hand, but now here's where it gets exciting for collectors. While millions of these coins were minted, there's a secret you should know. Some of these quarters contain specific mint errors that make them incredibly valuable. Imagine having one with a double die reverse where the monument and details appear duplicated. There are even coins discovered with die chips around the monument base or letters that appear thicker than normal, and these tiny differences can push the value of a quarter up by hundreds of dollars in the right market. And don't think for a second that these coins only exist in museums or rare vaults. One lucky collector found a Gettysburg Quarter with a die crack along the rim and sold it through a private auction in Denver where it shocked bidders by soaring far beyond expected value. These kinds of surprises happen when people know what to look for and act quickly, so if you're holding onto a 2011 Gettysburg Quarter, check the mint mark first. Coins from the San Francisco Mint with the S mark are already produced in limited numbers for collectors, but finding one of those with a pristine strike or an unusual error can make all the difference. Even better, coins still in original mint packaging, especially proof coins, have become hot items at shows from Florida to California, and here's a tip if you're hunting for this coin in circulation. Try looking through rolls from banks or loose change buckets at estate sales, because those are the spots where unsearched treasures often appear. Many everyday folks don't even realize the value of these coins and unknowingly give them away. Don't forget to inspect the fields around the monument on the reverse side for any extra metal, cracks, or off-center designs. Even slightly misaligned dies can make a coin stand out and turn into a collector's jackpot. And if you're lucky enough to find one with rainbow-toned edges, those have been known to sell well just for their beautiful appearance. Collectors today are watching the Gettysburg Quarter more closely than ever before. It's not just about the battle design or the year, it's about those rare mint mistakes that can turn an everyday coin into a prized possession. And with coin values rising across the board, this is the perfect time to learn what makes your coin special, so if you're a coin lover, don't ignore the details. Learn how to spot double die errors, check the edge for unusual color changes, and always hold on to anything that seems just a little different. Because when the market moves and collectors come searching, it's those unique finds that make headlines and history. The Gettysburg Quarter was never just a coin, it was made to tell a story of courage and legacy. But now it's also become a story of discovery, rarity, and the unexpected joy of finding something special where you least expect it. Don't let it pass by unnoticed. And now the part you've been waiting for. Originally, this coin was just worth 25 cents at the time of release, yes, only 25 cents, but today, depending on its condition, its mint mark, and whether it includes one of the rare and eye-catching errors we've talked about, this quarter has the potential to be worth so much more in the right hands and the right market. So if you've enjoyed this story and want to keep uncovering more about the coins hiding in your pocket, don't forget to like the video, drop a comment if you've got one of these Gettysburg Quarters, and hit that subscribe button to never miss out on the rarest coins of America. Thanks for watching, and remember, your next rare coin might be sitting right in your change jar.